What's good, Taurus? How are y'all doing? All right, so we are doing a reading for you and your person. I am still going to be doing the general messages after the main spread, but this week I'm just removing them just for energy purposes. So, Taurus, we're doing your reading for you and your person. The next reading will have the bonus general messages for anyone not interested in love per se. But yeah, that's just what we're doing this week, okay? My readings are for sun, moon, and rising as well. They are general, so if it doesn't resonate, check out your moon and your rising video, okay? What's good, Yari? Nirvana? How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I need to pull in my chair. What do we got for Taurus and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we got for Taurus and their person? What do we got for Taurus, universe, spirits, and guides, and their person? 3 shuffles. One more. Okay. So the mutual energy in between the two of you, Taurus, Queen of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. So this situation both makes you very emotionally imbalanced here. I feel like you're both trying to come off in a very cold demeanor. Could be being very harsh with one another. But I feel like this is more... You're both trying to ignore your emotions or suppress your emotions here, okay? Possibly because of something that happened in the past. It's like you both want to be in this energy where you know better. You don't want to repeat something. You're both definitely having a hard time expressing some form of emotion, okay? Your feelings toward this person, Taurus, is the Page of Pentacles. So let's see what this is about. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles for Taurus's person's feelings. With the 4 of Swords and the Strength in reverse. Okay. So you see this as someone that's really has taken a step back here, okay? You see them as someone that has taken a step back. You know, you could have crushed this person's ego a little bit, Taurus, is what I want to say. And I feel like there's a part of you that you may feel bad with the way you handled the situation, but at the same time, you know it needed to happen. I feel like you do see this as someone that may have had a very strong ego or a very strong personality. You could have been dealing with someone that always needed the upper hand. And I feel like you're looking at this person as someone that has taken a break or taken a step back. You see them as someone that's trying to re-strategize or be more careful, be less impulsive here with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, you could see this as someone very goal-oriented or something like that. Give me another card here on Taurus's feelings. I feel like you do have feelings. Yeah, Emperor in reverse. You could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, we just did Aries reading, which would somewhat resonate, but you see this as someone that may have control issues. And I feel like as much as it hurt you to take a step back and push this person away, at the same time, you know it needed to happen. It's like, you know, you needed to burst this person's bubble. And I feel like, Taurus, you have a method to your madness here. If you did shut someone out, it was for a reason, okay? And you do see this as someone that is really taking a look at things differently or from a different perspective. They're trying to be more rational maybe or something like that. But a lot of you know that this person has tried to manipulate you in the past and you're just not having it, okay? Because you see them as someone with control issues and you know that you had to burst this person's bubble, point blank, okay? Your person's feelings towards you is the Death card in reverse. Tell me about the Death in reverse, please. With the 5 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So Taurus, your person feels like you are manipulating them. They may feel like the reason you're not, you know, staying with them or making things work, they may feel like you're resisting some form of change here, okay? This is someone that does feel an energetic tie to you in some way, shape, or form. But the problem is they're looking at it on a very surface level of being. They're having a hard time taking accountability for their own actions here, because I feel like, again, they're looking at you, Taurus, as someone that's crying over spilt milk, being petty, you know, being a buzzkill of their fun, you know, and I still feel like this person doesn't want things to end with you. I feel like under the surface level of things, they do have a lot of sadness here, but it's like they're pointing fingers before they take a look at their own actions, okay? Give me a card on the Five of Cups. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's some form of lesson here that this person is having a hard time learning. I don't feel like you guys are communicating right now or not getting on the same page, but that's because someone keeps approaching it in the same way. And I feel like it's your person, Taurus, to be quite honest with you. And like I said, even though you don't want to push this person away, at the same time, you know it has to be done. Because the Three of Pentacles in reverse, especially in a work reading, it's like someone that is questioning why things are not working, but there's no actual change, you know? It's like after 6 months, a business, you keep making less and less money, and you're like, oh my God, why am I making less and less money? But you're not changing it or approaching it with a new business plan. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone's really having a hard time taking a look at the root, or why something came to an end, or why it didn't, you know, happen in the first place, okay? And I feel like your person's still in that energy of pointing fingers, okay? So the blockage here between the two of you is the Temperance, okay? There could be a literal person, that's a Sagittarius, coming in between the two of you, but this is healing, right? This is about balance, balancing out the scales, allowing something healthy to flow. And I feel like in the past, you guys could never get into this place where there was something healthy able to flow, okay? Tell me about the Temperance energy. With the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So someone could have been in a commitment here, okay? Which is what caused a lot of unhealthy scenarios for the two of you to come together. Thank you, Yari. I really appreciate that, girl. Someone could have really felt betrayed here because something tried to manifest while someone was in a commitment. And I feel like that someone has taken a long time, or it took someone a long time to heal from something that happened in the past. And I do feel like someone needs to hit a rock bottom point here. And I feel like it's your person, Taurus. Someone needs to hit a rock bottom point. Could be the both of you, where they realize that something that they were investing their time into is just it no longer makes sense. Okay, no longer makes sense. It could be a patience factor as well with the Temperance energy. Someone could have been lacking patience in the past, so it stemmed a lot of impulsive behavior, okay? Thank you, SG, I really appreciate that. All right, so action you plan on taking, Taurus, is the King of Cups. Whew. So, first off, cross watchers, okay, or whoever, Taurus, you have a lot of love for this person, and you are very intuitive, more intuitive than this person really gives you credit for. I feel like you see through this person. You see their pain, you see their reasoning, but you also see the things that need to change, right? The King of Cups is very intuitive. He's a therapist. He's someone that can really connect with people. But I feel like in this deck, I mean, the King of Cups, he's very sure of himself sitting in his throne without moving. And I feel like even though you have a lot of love for this person, you're just going to sit there. You're going to let them do their thing, you know? You're going to let them do their thing. Tell me about the King of Cups. Yeah. With the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out as well. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus. So I do feel you're really just taking your time with this. You're not being impulsive. I feel like a lot of you guys could be really focused on your money right now, focused on your kiddos, whatever it may be, because you know this person, something needs to happen with this person, and you know that your words isn't really gonna help that. It's like they need to do their thing is what I get from this. And I feel like right now you're trying to remove yourself from the confusion, from the emotional baggage that this whole situation carries, because you know if you try to manifest this at the energy state it's at right now, it would just be chaotic, okay? Because there's still some lesson that this person hasn't learned. And I feel like right now you're really just focused on staying grounded, you're focused on your money, and you're just gonna wait, okay? I don't feel like you have lost interest in this person, but you're just waiting for the right time. You're waiting for the green light, okay? Action your person plans on taking is the 8 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles here. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. With the Devil in reverse, 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords in reverse. Wow. So what I get with this, Taurus, is your person is recognizing the toxicity they're bringing into the situation. This is someone ready and willing to put in the real work, okay? They could be releasing something karmic. They could be really pulling themselves away from any temptations here. And I feel like this person may have been waiting for things to change naturally in the past, but they're starting to recognize that they can't just stand there, okay? Real work is going to be required. And I feel like this is the energy, Taurus, of your person getting into a place where they're willing to do whatever it takes, right? They're being honest with themselves with the 7 of Swords in reverse. They're not excusing even their own actions. And this person's definitely getting to a place where they're ready to put in the real work. Okay, the 8 of Pentacles is that real effort, doing all the background work that nobody sees. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but this is someone that's finally being honest with themselves. They're no longer justifying themselves out of this. Okay, so they may, go cold, or they may be distancing themselves from you, but that's because they're putting in real effort here, right? They're putting in real effort. What are their hopes with the Taurus? Let's just see. What are their hopes? The 8 of Wands and the Page of Cups. So I feel like Taurus, this person is they're hoping to distance themselves right now. I feel like they're in a place where they know if real effort doesn't happen, they're never going to get that communication. With the Page of Cups, I do feel like they're hoping for some form of communication. But right now, I feel like they're hoping right now to distance themselves from you or allow themselves to have time. The 8 of Wands in reverse can be about delays, can be about just separating yourself, right? So if this person has cut you out, I feel like they're more so trying to figure their situation out. They're trying to figure themselves out. They're trying to figure out the root here, okay? Because they do want communication to come back around, or they do want to be able to communicate with you, because they do have a lot of hope with you. The Page of Cups is very optimistic of the future, very hopeful. Thank you, Yari. I really appreciate that, girl. So what I get from this, Taurus, is your person is putting in the real work. Okay, most likely outcome, we have the 3 of Pentacles. This is getting on the same page, seeing eye to eye, having two very valuable people and responsible, taking accountability for their own actions, coming together, right? It's not a lot of codependent energy in the 3 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 3 of Pentacles energy. With the Magician in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Judgment card in reversed. Taurus, I feel like this is you focusing on things that you can more so control. Okay, because you feel powerless in the situation with this person right now. I feel like you have to put put a blind eye to this person. You feel like you have to cut this person out or distance yourself, because there's something that's still happening that you feel powerless in. Why does Taurus feel powerless? with the 5 of Wands and the Star card. So I feel like there's some form of conflict that needs to happen is what I want to say with the Star energy. Taurus, especially if you're in a situation, or I feel like even though this person is your wish come true, you're having a hard time embracing some form of conflict, especially with the King of Pentacles. If you are committed, or if you have people in your life that seems to be constantly coming in between you and this love situation, I feel like you feel powerless because you're having a hard time embracing conflict. So there may be some work that you need to do, Taurus, as well. I feel like a lot of you guys are having a hard time healing from whatever happened between you and this person, and you may still see this situation as drama. And it's like you're just wanting to shut the door to it right now because you see it as drama, especially if you feel like there's other people involved. It's like the drama, the conflict, it's making you sick to your stomach in a sense when it comes to trying to manifest this. Give me an energy or card for the outcome for Taurus's person. King of Swords with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So Taurus, I feel like your person wants to communicate here, but the problem is every time they try to communicate with you, it comes off very harsh or confusing. I feel like this person is confused. They're confused as to where they stand with you, even when they do the work. And I feel like this person's feminine energy, even if it's a man, is having a hard time getting to a place where they can communicate and be truthful about the past, about where they're at currently. Because I feel like this person is doing their best to just sit in their throne, doing their best to not open up. And they're wanting to communicate, but at the same time, they're having a hard time being vulnerable to communicate. Lord have mercy. Tell me about the Queen of Swords in reverse with the 8 of Pentacles. This person could be very focused on their work, or they're like, what happened here? I feel like this person went from one extreme to the other, Taurus. They went from possibly being reckless to being a gaslighter type of person to being someone that is in this very driven, focused energy, having a hard time being vulnerable in this situation. Because I do feel like this person is depleting themselves in a work environment because they don't know where they stand with you. And a lot of you guys are having a hard time approaching them because you feel like it's just going to cause an argument. You feel like there's just going to be fighting, or there's other people involved, and you just don't want to put yourself in that position, even though this person is your wish come true. So I feel like there's healing that has to happen between the two of you. Like there needs to be an adult conversation here. It's almost like this person feels like you won't be open to conversating, Taurus, or you won't trust them again. They may feel like you won't trust them. Okay? Especially when they get that huge wake-up call as to what really happened and what the main issue was. Anyways, let's get a Love and Romance Angels card for you guys, okay? Love and Romance Angels card for Taurus. Forgiving and learning. Another one, please. One more, please, for Taurus. So we have this could be the one, and forgiving and learning. So maybe there's an element here, Taurus, where you will have to forgive this person. Because when we have crappy situations that happen in relationships or connections, the only way we can manifest something healthy is for both of you to be willing to let go of the past completely. Not holding that against them constantly, years down the road, months down the road, whatever it is. And I feel like there's something here you need to let go of, something that happened in the past if you're wanting this. If you don't want this, fine, move along, you know. But I feel like a lot of you guys do want this, but you keep justifying yourself out of it. Maybe even continuously putting effort into a commitment that does not make you happy, because it's like you blame this person's actions for staying in a situation that does not make you happy. And I feel like there is a level of forgiveness here that has to happen for you, Taurus. Maybe this person tries to speak to you and they feel like you're not letting them in as well, or you're not willing to forgive. Either way, this is good. Thank you, SG. I really appreciate that. But your person is putting in the work, but I feel like they're in this place where they feel like you won't believe them or you won't trust them. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, so Taurus, I hope this helped you guys. And I'm going to get on here and do hopefully all the signs today for the you and them spread, since it is a quicker one. Next week, we're going to be doing the general messages as well at the end. But I hope this helped you guys. For signs, we have Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. Okay, all the best, guys.